20 million Americans are drowning in credit card debt, trapped in a cycle of interest and despair. But don't worry, you're not alone. We are here to break down this credit card crisis, expose the hidden traps, and show you how to fight back. So, stay tuned with this video till the end. The US has a massive debt problem. American families owe a record-breaking $17 trillion in total, and it's only getting worse. Back in the day, people achieved financial stability faster and lived more comfortably. Now, most Americans struggle to afford basic needs and rely on borrowing just to get by. Things are getting scary. Recent data shows household debt jumped by a whopping $184 billion in just 3 months, mostly due to rising mortgage payments as interest rates go up. We are hoping to manage this huge debt, but it's looking bad. More and more people are missing payments, and experts predict a wave of defaults where people can't repay their loans. Credit card debt is a particular worry. A higher percentage of people than ever before during the Great Recession are seriously behind in credit card payments. With inflation and interest rates rising fast, many can't afford to pay off their entire credit card balance each month. This trend affects all ages, showing financial hardship for both middle-class and low-income families. An expert named Joel Skoll warns that increasing delinquency rates in credit cards and car loans mean American households are facing more and more financial trouble. This is a major economic challenge, and if this debt crisis gets worse, it could have serious consequences for everyone, from individuals and businesses to the entire US economy. We urgently need to find solutions to this problem to avoid a financial disaster. Many people in the US are having a hard time making ends meet, and credit card debt is a big reason why. Financial experts say it's best to pay off your credit card completely each month, but that's just not possible for a lot of folks. Things are getting worse too. In just the first 3 months of this year, the total amount owed on credit cards went up a huge $129 billion. This means millions of people are carrying over their credit card debt from month to month. Here's why this is a big problem. Interest rates are super high right now. Credit card companies are charging the most they ever have, over 24%. That means if you owe money on your credit card, it's going to cost you a lot more in the long run. At the current rate, it would take almost 20 years to pay it off, and you'd end up paying way more than you borrowed, over $8,000. Financial experts are worried about this growing problem. They say that as interest rates keep going up, people who can only afford to make the minimum payment on their credit cards will be in even bigger trouble. To make matters worse, almost 20% of people with credit cards have maxed them out, meaning they've used almost all of their available credit. This group is especially at risk of falling behind on their bills. Young people and those in poorer neighborhoods are getting hit the hardest. For example, a lot of young adults, Generation Z, are close to maxing out their cards, and it's similar for many older folks, baby boomers too. This growing credit card debt crisis is a major threat to the financial stability of millions of people. It's going to take a lot of work to fix this problem, but we need to start now. The world of credit cards is like a story with two very different endings. Some people use their cards responsibly, paying them off every month and enjoying the benefits like cashback and purchase protection. But for millions of Americans, credit cards turn into a dangerous trap. Out of the roughly 258 million adults in the US, a whopping 82% have at least one credit card. Unfortunately, things get scary for nearly 20% of these card holders. They can't keep up with their monthly payments, and their debt keeps growing because of interest charges. And it's not just credit cards, car loans are becoming a major burden too. The average monthly car payment has skyrocketed to a whopping $738, and almost 3 million people are way behind in their payments, making car loans the second biggest debt category after mortgages. This debt crisis is having a devastating impact on people's lives. Many people struggle to even make the minimum payments, feeling hopeless and stuck. Take Aura Dorsey, a 48-year-old Army veteran. She works 3 jobs, but unexpected medical bills pushed her into debt. It's impossible to get out, she says. All I seem to be doing is paying interest. Her dream of retiring comfortably is fading away as she struggles to stay afloat. Chris Nunn, a 31-year-old DoorDash driver, faces a similar situation. Debt is preventing her and her partner from buying a home. We can't buy a house because of bad credit and all this debt, student loans or credit cards. We're stuck, she explains. Even older Americans aren't spared. Virginia Diaz, a 74-year-old who moved to Florida, has had to delay retirement to help her family. Her credit card debt is spiraling out of control. I make a payment, but most of it goes to interest, and it just keeps growing, she says. I'm at my wits' end. Just like many others, Diaz is calling for the Federal Reserve to lower interest rates to get some relief. They mean well, but it's not working, she says. Lower the rates so people can survive. Give us a chance to live a decent life. Unfortunately, there is no sign of a change from the Federal Reserve anytime soon. This growing debt crisis is a serious threat to the financial well-being of millions of Americans. We need to find solutions and address it right away. The rising cost of living is creating a major divide in America. While wealthy people are largely unaffected by high interest rates, millions of middle-class and low-income families struggle to make ends meet. Financial experts like Barbara Mardini, a Chicago counselor, are witnessing the devastating impact of this economic climate firsthand. Many of her clients, already struggling to afford basic necessities like food and rent, are drowning in debt. They have no safety net for unexpected expenses, such as medical bills or car repairs. It's like swimming against a strong current. No matter how hard they try, they can't seem to get ahead. This financial stress is taking a serious toll on people's mental health. A recent study found that half of all Americans are dealing with mental health issues related to money worries. Many experience anxiety, depression, and sleep problems due to constant stress about paying bills. Inflation is the top financial concern, with people struggling to afford everyday essentials like groceries and utilities. Saving for emergencies and paying off debt are also major sources of worry. It's no surprise that Americans are more pessimistic about the economy than ever before. Working long hours without seeing any real progress towards financial stability is incredibly disheartening. Feeling overwhelmed by financial stress is becoming the norm. Ted Rossman, a financial analyst, explains that inflation is eroding people's earnings, making it difficult to maintain their standard of living. Grant Gallagher, an expert in well-being, adds that the primary breadwinner in a family often carries the heaviest burden of financial stress. It's clear that the economy is not working for everyone. While some people are thriving, millions of Americans face a daily battle just to survive. This crisis demands immediate attention and solutions. The rising cost of living is causing immense emotional and financial hardship for millions of Americans. Many people are struggling to pay for basic necessities like food, housing, and healthcare. When they can't meet these essential needs, they often feel like failures. Experts say that soaring prices are a major contributor to the stress, even for those who can afford to make payments. Long-term debts like student loans and mortgages can be particularly discouraging. People work hard to make payments but see little progress towards paying off these debts. It feels like an endless struggle, with financial freedom seeming out of reach. The reality is that many Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, one missed paycheck away from financial disaster. The cost of living has skyrocketed to the point where a family of four needs to earn over $80,000 a year just to afford basic necessities. Unfortunately, most families don't earn this much. The economic pain is widespread and severe, and it's likely to get worse in the coming months and years. Government officials seem indifferent to the struggles of ordinary people, continuing to insist that everything is under control. But the reality is very different. Millions of Americans are facing a crisis, and it's time for real action. So, here are some facts which we discussed in this video, so we hope you like our video. Then do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for more such updates.